Good day, class and Mrs. McCarty. Today I will be presenting on the topic, how will the reduction of VAT affect the Bahamas' economy? So let's get started. So in today's agenda, first we're going to analyze the history of VAT in the Bahamas. In order to understand the future of VAT in our nation, we must first know the history. Also, we will look at what VAT is and the purpose or the role that it plays in the economy. This will cover why we pay what we do. Not to mention, understanding its purpose makes us aware of where the money is going. Then we are going to observe how the economy will be affected by the reduction introduced in 2022. And finally, the closing.
Payments. This Gary Crispy implements VAT, the entire country will be thrown into hell.
So this was a video made and produced by a Bahamian during the introduction of VAT in 2015. It's comical yet relatable because it embodies what the average Bahamian thought at the time. So let's look at the history of VAT in the Bahamas. For many years, the Bahamas was known as a tax haven because it was not plagued by a series of taxes, for example, personal, income, or sales tax. However, on January 1st, 2015, this reality was cut for Bahamians. Under the rule of Perry Christie, VAT was introduced at a rate of 7.5%. Then, under the unanimous agreement of the government, the rate would increase from 7.5% to 12%, effective July 1st, 2018. Peter Turnquest, Minister of Finance at the time, made this announcement declaring that the increase is intended to address the country's fiscal issues and help the government avoid a crisis. Foremost, the VAT rate would drop from 12 to 10% as of 2022. So what is VAT? How can we contribute to something that we don't understand? So let's understand what VAT is. Value-added tax, commonly referred to as VAT, is a tax charged on most goods and services provided by registered businesses in the Bahamas. It is also charged on some imported goods and services outside of the Bahamas. It is a tax reform that is supplied to create ample revenue stream. VAT will provide adequate funds for future government activities in a safe and effective way, as well as room for economic expansion. VAT was introduced because the government wanted to generate adequate revenue that would finance and support the government. Additionally, the government wanted to establish a more equitable tax system that could make the economy more efficient. So what is the purpose of paying taxes? Why do we even pay taxes? What is the point of taking from people when they barely have enough for themselves? According to the World Bank, taxation fosters economic growth and provide feasible sources that will fund public investments and social programs. These programs provide health, education, and other services that are important for a functional and prosperous society. As the Bahamian government have previously stated in this presentation, they wanted a more equitable tax system for a more efficient economy. Therefore, taxes would generate income to make these goals possible. According to an article made in 2017, VAT tremendously increased money received by the government. The Department of Inland Revenue collected $726 million in VAT for the years 2015 and 2016, at the time when VAT was first introduced. So in 2015, they collected 316 million, and in 2016, 410 million. So this leaves the question famously asked by Bahamians, but where did the VAT money go? See, the funny thing is you never hear people ask where the revenue from customs duty gone or where the real property tax revenue go. So why are Bahamians so adamant on knowing where the VAT money gone? Well, since you wanted to know, revenue earned from VAT are fused with other streams of revenue that the government earns. The collection of these taxes fulfills the social and economic objectives of the government. So now you know. So finally, how will the economy be, well, not finally, but how will the economy be affected by the reduction in VAT? On October 28, 2021, the government announced that the 12% VAT rate will be reduced to 10% effective 2022. The Honorable Philip Davis stated that the reduction in VAT is designed to assist Bahamians and the economy. This reduction is implemented in a way that it will not disrupt the fiscal policy. According to Kendrick Christie of K. Christie & Co., he believes that this decrease will put money back into the hands of consumers while continuing to spark the economy. But why would the government reduce the amount of money they receive? Was politics the motive? Was it all for a vote? What a shallow reason some may say. But it turns out the increase in VAT from 7.5 to 12%, a 60% increase, increased inflation, resulting in high prices and high cost for consumers. Therefore, the tax decrease to 10% will reduce prices, allow consumers to keep more of their earnings while providing relief. And finally, the closing. Now, finally, the closing. So what do you think? Is this increase in VAT a good thing or a bad thing? Does the government have some undercover agenda? Is there something that we don't know or they don't want us to know? For more information, make sure to read the research paper to find out more on this topic and what I think. Thank you. And these are my references.